Tammy. Hope everybody's doing well. We're doing pretty good here. We're going to have a nice day today, so I'm planning on being outside working a lot today. But I wanted to do a quick clip for you guys and also add some pictures and maybe a little videos from my grandkids. They came over this past Saturday. I kept all of them this past Saturday, and we made cookies and stuff and went outside and done different things. I showed them how to make a little boat with pine sap and a stick and all kinds of little fun things. I've done, we have gum trees here, and my youngest grandson was telling me that his mama, liked flower well, so he wanted to get her some leaves from the gum trees because they're real pretty leaves. They kind of look like Japanese maples, the leaves do. So he got them off, and I was telling him how years ago how the Indians used to take the bark and make gum out of it, chew on it, and all this kind of stuff. And I thought he was really interested in what I was saying. So then his mother comes to pick him up, and so he says, "Here, Mommy, I got you some leaves." And so I said, "Well, tell Mommy what you learned about them leaves." And he says, "I don't know." And so I mentioned what I just said about the Indians, and he says, "Oh, I wasn't really listening." I thought, wow, but I'm going to keep reiterating that stuff into them because, kids are different. Their attention span, which he's only 7 years old, so his attention span was more about the goats and the chickens and everything else. So I get it, but I'm just, I keep doing that stuff. They really they was really fascinated with the boats and using the tree sap, and all that basically is get some tree sap on the end of a stick, and they got sticks about that long, and put it in the water, and the reaction between the water and the tree sap causes it to kind of propel the stick through the water, and it leaves a little greasy looking stream behind it. But anyway, I thought that was fascinating. But I will put clips of that on here, and I'm also going to do a little quick thing concerning, this is the poison ivy salve that I did a video on a while back. This has actually been about 8 weeks since this, which is fine, 6 to 8 weeks. Sometimes I've left stuff even longer, just depending. And I'm going to show you how I do this. I'm actually not going to make salve out of it today because I kind of make my salve as I go, as I need it. I don't know, I just do. With this, I'll put it that way, because sometimes I like to just use the oil. Rub the oil on you, because to me it just does better. And like I said, I think I mentioned in the video, a lot of people will use this to make soap with. Now I make my own soap and stuff like that, but I don't do my poison ivy oil that way, because to me, you can wash yourself with soap and rinse it off and it's off. But to me, if you got a little oil on there that's penetrating into your pores and all that kind of stuff, to me it's going to penetrate better. But that's my thought, that's my theory. And even with the salve, when I do make salve out of it, it's going to stay on your skin better than washing it back off like you would soap. So that's my theory, but that's just my theory. So I'm going to show you a little bit about how I strain this, and show you what I would do if I was going to go ahead and make salve out of it. So we'll get with it. Alright guys, so here I have got, this here's a 4-cup bowl, and then a colander, or strainer. And I keep this old, this is a really thin towel. It's not a cheesecloth. I prefer something a little thicker than a cheesecloth, especially with herbs, because you get all the little particles out better and everything. So this thing looks stained up and stuff. It's been bleached 100 million times, but it just eventually, I've had it for years, don't do it anymore. So all I'm going to do is make me a little cup in there, pour my oil in there. And I actually put some rocks in this whenever I done this on top to keep the leaves down under the oil. So I've got to get them boogers out. And get all that goodie out. And then stick this to the side. I'll simply take this and wring it out. squeeze that up good and get all that oil out. Now, let me wash my hands up and I'll show you from there. Okay guys, now for me, I'm going to just simply put this in my bottle here, and in case you don't remember me or see the other video, these were old olive oil bottles, and I like them because of the amber, because the amber protects your oils and keeps them from getting bad, as well as killing the properties that's in it. So I am just going to pour mine into my bottle, because I was pretty much out. I had just a smidgen down in the bottom. But if I was going to go ahead and make salve from this here is the beeswax that I presently have. I bought it in pellet form before too. You can buy it either way. This is in bar form. And what I do is I grade this on a grater, and you will want to use a grater that is only for your beeswax, because it won't come completely clean. Not very easily anyway. So I use that and I would grade that. Now for the amount that I had approximately 1.5 cups of wax in there, or oil in there. I would probably use about, I'm going to tell you, a tablespoon's worth of, well, I'll just say for a cup's worth, I'll probably use a tablespoon of beeswax. And I would put that oil and this in a double boiler, which you could use it straight on the eye, but you need to do it super, super low, because the heat will destroy the properties in your oil. So you don't want to do that. Or put it in a double boiler and put it all together, the wax with the oil, until the wax melts, and then you could pour it into your containers. I keep, just because of me giving it to people and stuff, I keep those little containers like you get at restaurants. It's got salad dressing and stuff like that in them. I keep those and give those to folks whenever I give people different salves and things like that. Also, you can add some lavender oil into your jewel weed at this point if you're not going to make a salve out of it. But if you're going to make a salve out of it, I wouldn't add this until after you get it off the stove eye, because you'll kill the properties in your lavender. And what lavender does is it prevents itching. I keep lavender next to, well, I'll just tell you, I had gotten into, it wasn't chiggers, but it was, I think it was baby spider. I don't know what it was. But anyway, I had gotten into something over the summer, and they itched me alive. And I kept this beside my bed, and if I got to being aggravated a lot, I would just get me a little lavender and stick on it, and it takes the itch away. So that's really good for itch. And if I was going to do a cup's worth, like I said with that, in this or in the wax salve, I would probably put about 20 drops, I'd say. And I'm just guessing, guys. I don't really have no set recipe for this. I just do it. So I apologize for that if that causes anybody problems. But that's just what I do. It's simple. It's what it is. Okay, guys. Well, that'll be it for now. I will put a link either up above or in the description below for the video of when I went and gathered these herbs to put in this oil, and I'll stick that on there in case somebody hasn't seen it. I hope you enjoy these clips of the grandbabies. I appreciate you guys. I hope you're having a great week this week. And I think that's it. But God bless you guys. Love you.
I can't get the green.
Start at the top and push. Start up here where your hands are. This right here.
So it's not the green. Like yeah?
I could never do this.
See, Mama's doing it.
I can do this for a living.
How do people do this?
Like that. Like that. I'm 7 and
I'm like just thinking I'm like frosting on it, so I have like my frosting.
I'm just putting frosting, random frosting. I'm not trying to draw no pictures. Just putting frosting on it everywhere.
Oh, I got
Good job,
okay,
Alex.
the green
should be working now.
I forgot to draw my face for my cat.
I need the black. Ooh, that looks good, Anthony.
What?
That cross.
I can't get it this dog.
My cat looks so
Man, that's good.
Oh wow, that's a
Actually, no, stick it like you have it. Like that right there. That's a good way to stick it.
Alright.
That's impressive.
Good job.
Hey, where's the black?
I have it.
There's a red too somewhere.
I was
Yeah.
gonna
have the
fill
red.
my cross
Okay.
with like
Someone
complete
needs it.
frosting.
I need the red.
You know.
I don't. Okay.
You're doing good, Alex.
I'm just drawing it over them. I don't care.
This looks good.
Putting icing all over them. There's the red. Okay. Okay, I'm just using
No
different
way.
colors.
Oh no! I was so close.
I'll get you a paper towel.
Oh god, I saved my butterfly.
This should be
Well,
Let go.
where does what?
Let go.
Lalo? Where does Lalo go?
Yellow.
That.
This is like hard to use these. It's like hurting my hand.
No, they're easy
Some
ones.
of them is the holes small, is why. I didn't
No.
have as many.
Maybe they'll wash out. Probably.
yellow. I need the yellow.
It may be not though.
Yellow. Oh, yeah,
What color should I color my cat?
probably black like old cat.
What you got on your head, Jazz?
A banker's hat.
A what?
A baker's hat. My moon is petrified. Like I don't know what happened.
My cross is petrified. My cross is
I don't know, we
petrified.
Got holes in it. Looks like Swiss
My-
cheese.
My cross is
Yes. Let me get the yellow. I'll just paint the whole thing yellow. Give me a color for my cat, Mama.
Black.
Green.
Black.
Green.
Green? Who's got the green?
Gerard.
Hurry up, Gramps.
I'm sorry. I gotta color the whole cross.
Oh.
What happened to your pumpkin?
My cross is messed up.
You're doing good, Jazzy.
I'm doing
I keep wanting to call Peter and Samuel.
What? I don't know.
I keep wanting to call Peter and Samuel.
My cross.
Your cross is pretty.
Yay.
Who's? It's like it's 6 points from the video.
I'm winning right now. I'm winning my butt.
What?
I'm beating. How?
I can't jump this.
I'm recording them too.
Your controller's dead.
Much I told you. Much I told you.
Nice. I didn't think about